Hello, everybody. So great to have you here with us. So, Nuno.
Hi, everybody.
From
Welcome.
Germany. From where are you from? Write us on the chat. I'm here with the chat. So if you have any question during all this call, maybe we can try.
Start with questions.
I think that one is a tricky one. So many of you know that pH is a concept that, according to Nuno, it's not the same that he thinks about pH. And when we talk about the pH of water and the pH of the body, and your body should be alkaline, or when your body is acid, that's when you develop diseases. All these topics, all these myths that you have listening about. Nuno has a different concept about pH. So Nuno sees pH as a magnetic factor, and this is exactly what we are going to talk about today, and how important is pH in your health, in your body, in your biological terrain, your internal environment. And we have amazing slides to show also regarding this topic. And maybe after this call, you can understand a little bit more of not about the pH of the water that you are drinking only, but the influence of the pH of your biological terrain. And this is what we want you to know after this call, is a different approach, a different mindset about pH. So maybe we can start. 2 minutes have passed. From Ericeira. From Mexico, Philadelphia.
Hola, México. ¿Qué tal, México?
Maybe one day we can do a call in Spanish.
Oh my gosh, what is the name? The amazing beach in the Mexico. Well, Mexico is
all beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, por favor, say Stephanie. From New Zealand, Switzerland. Yeah, amazing. All over the world. So maybe we can start, Nuno.
Yeah.
It's your first time in the not used to this.
Yeah. Okay, so you know, usually I tell the people that it's really important to understand the limits of your body, you know, because when you cross the limits, when you pass the limits, we are always in troubles. And the troubles in this, when we are talking about this, you know,
hey, Rita.
Troubles means disease, and it's something that everybody wants to avoid. Nobody wants to be sick, you know. And if you understand that, maybe it's more, I don't know, but it's easy to understand the way that you can control. The thing, or the first thing that you should thinking about is listen to your body. Okay?
Yeah. So maybe what Nuno is trying to explain it is that each individual has different limits, and when we learn how to play, first when you know your limits and you know how to play with this, that's when you gain control of your health, right?
Yeah. And of course, everybody is different. Okay, so my limits is completely different from your limits. And when you understand your body, you know, when you understand and can listen, it's really important to listen to your body. Understand, you know, some, I don't know, some small things that becomes huge. And this is really important. So this is something that I would like to share with you about the way that you can listen to your body, you know.
Yeah.
And so, and after that is understand, because our limits, you have, I can say that you have a negative and a positive limit. So we can call oxidation and reduction. You can call yin and yang. I don't know. You can call that anything you want. So the positive and negative. And our life should be in between these values.
A balance between.
Yeah. And my you know, my values are completely different from Rita.
From everyone.
you, from everyone. So this is really important because, and this is what is amazing, you know, in the hydrogen water is a kind of, you know, a smart way to recover your body, because is the first brick, and with that you can make any shape that you want, you know. If you take something, you know, like for instance carbon, oxygen is not so small, so you have a hole like this, you cannot fit there. So the hydrogen have this amazing role, you know, this amazing function, because it's the first one, you know, is the brick of everything. So and
actually it's the first tool that you use in your clinical practice as a tool to recover, to support everything, and to make sure that our clients, they play between these limits, right?
Yeah.
So
and okay, so let's talk a little bit about, you know, I believe that we are between oxidation and reduction, you know. So we need oxidation, of course, because you need energy. But when you spend energy, after you need to recover this energy, of course, for the next day.
Yep.
Yeah. So oxidation means, well, you know, in the very easy way to understand, is about, we are talking about, you know, acidic or acidosis or something like that, you know, means that you have the oxygen factor active, and when you need reduction, you have hydrogen. Okay, so you know, there are a lot of people that say, oh, alkaline is good because alkaline can avoid the cancer. You know, I should have my body alkaline or acidic, whatever. It's really important that it's a kind, you know, a balance inside your body. There are parts of your body should be acidic, other ones alkaline, of course. And this is the balance that you can create: oxidation, reduction, oxidation, reduction. And
it's a dynamic balance.
Yeah, and this is life.
Yeah.
Yeah. The day that you are only alkaline,
so
you die, of course.
The same way that you were explaining the limits in the beginning, when you are in an extreme, in this alkaline acid,
the limits,
it's
in the limits,
you have to be in the flow to create life and to have balance and to stay healthy.
Okay, so we have some slides here. Rui, if you can. Okay, give me 1 second, because you work with the animator and stereo animator. It's always you have problems.
Oh, great.
It's
nice.
okay
now.
Nice now. Can you Rui, can you
make it bigger?
And oh,
amazing.
So nice. So you have Rita.
What do we have here?
It's Rita behind the cell. Okay, so
we have a cell here.
Yeah, we have a cell, and you have a membrane. I don't believe that this membrane is physical membrane. Okay, I believe it's electric. And maybe one day, not maybe, but we can talk about that. I think I have amazing you know, information to share with you in Miami, okay, about the cell. Maybe I will shock you, because I don't think that the cell works like the science tells us. And I have my reasons, I have my, you know, I can prove that something is wrong, you know, because if the cells works like, you know, the science tells us, there are a lot of things that you cannot explain, you know. And maybe because of that, we don't have already a very good, solution for cancer, for Parkinson's, for Alzheimer. Maybe I'm not telling that I'm right, okay? I like to tell that. But yeah, I can share with you amazing slides in Miami, and I will talk about, my idea about cells, and with, with my idea, my concepts, you can explain a lot of things that with the model that we have now of the cell, you cannot explain a lot of things,
That was one of the first things that you told me
Yeah.
many years ago, that Rita, maybe the membrane of the cell is not a physical membrane as people think, and more an electrical membrane.
Yeah, we need to
created.
explain a lot of things, like bubbles from the fish and so on. And another thing is, it's not possible that you spend or you need only,
2,000 calories per day.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
Something is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. That's a very nice topic. I think that's one of the main reasons that you should not miss Miami, because this is amazing. But Nuno is going to explain. I know.
Yeah.
I have inside information, so I know.
Amazing slides, and I'm okay. Let's shock the world.
Yeah, but considering now what Nuno explained, that the membrane of the cell could not be a physical membrane, but instead an electrical membrane created by a difference of potential.
Yeah.
Nuno is going to explain some things.
So what you have here, we have a cell, and this is the values of
a healthy one.
Yeah, you have inside and extra outside the cell, and what you have here is, the most important values. We are talking about natrium, okay, sodium, and kalium, potassium, and you can see we have the values in the also the millivolts of the membrane. So these amounts of sodium and potassium inside and outside, the ratio between outside and inside give about -70, -90 millivolts. So this means that the membrane with this can be different from outside. So the membrane can create a hole wherever, and inside from outside is different.
So it's the same that you have in a battery. So you have the two poles, and inside there is something created. That is the difference of potential?
Yes. What you have there is definitely this. Yes.
So imagine that you have a cell and you have batteries all around, and the membrane is created by this.
Yeah, you have like positive inside, negative outside, and you have this whole environment, electric.
So in a healthy cell, this potential, this membrane potential, should be between 70 and 90.
Yes.
So now we are going to see what happens.
Okay, so when you don't have more disbalance, if, for instance, let me show you this situation. Okay, so here, what happens here? So as you can see in extra, in the outside of the cell, what you have is increase the sodium and the potassium decrease. Inside, of course, is inverse. So what happens here is you lose what? The ideal potential of the membrane. Okay. Yes. So if you lose that, of course, the membrane cannot more be smart, to do the how do you say,
doesn't have all the resources to do the job, the normal job, or the
but what you say, the flow from inside to outside and outside. I don't remember, even in Portuguese.
As trocas iónicas?
Yes.
The ionic exchanges between inside and outside of the cell?
Yes. Yeah. We talk about the pumps, Yeah. Yes. Sodium and potassium pumps. And maybe in Miami, I explain you that is wrong. Well, at least in the mathematical view, we can prove that that's not correct. It's impossible. So this is this is what Lumivita it's a little bit of our, you know, concept, our way to think is to try to find, you know, we like to think in another way.
Yeah. To rethink all the concepts.
Yeah.
That we have and that they usually guide everything that is created. And when you create something new, you are also breaking these concepts.
What I want, and of course everybody that are with us in Louis Vitae, first understand life, first understand why I'm here, and if I can have science to help me with this, first will be more easily to explain the other ones.
Yeah.
Why we are here, because we have a scientific support, and you can say, oh, I'm here because this and this and this, and a lot of things that I think it's important that, because this is our life, you know. What is important for you, the cholesterol or diabetes, or why you fall in love with someone?
Yeah.
It's more strong, no? And if I get,
but if you could fall in love with
hospital,
someone without diabetes and without cholesterol, would be great.
Yeah, but this is the reason of your life. Yeah,
you are sure.
And I would like that I go to hospital and can measure about how much, you know, how much love I have for someone or whatever. I think would be amazing. But okay, so look, we can expand, please.
Back to the acidosis.
Okay, so what you have here. Let me show. This is what happens. This is an idea. Okay, this is a cartoon made by Rui. So what happens here inside the cell at this moment is acidic, okay, and outside is alkaline. And what happens to the cell? The cell dies, okay. And now our people, oh, I know acidic is not good. Well, it's not a question is it's good or not. It's the balance between, you know. And
so in this situation, it's very important to keep in mind what is acid here. So we are talking about, there is also always a balance between inside and outside the cell. So in this case,
if the balance,
you have an acid cell inside the cell, but the extra cell, and the extracellular environment is alkaline. So it's always a balance between inside and outside.
Yeah, so we are talking, you know, about interstitial liquid is outside, it's alkaline, and inside, of course, it's alkaline inside, of course, it's acidic inside. And this is extreme, you know. This is the you know, the huge is the bigger value of alkaline outside and the big value inside the cell. So we are talking about that, something that nobody wants.
So imagine that you have two ways. In this way, this is the final point. And now we are going to see what happens.
Not yet, but look, let's think with me. If a cell die, what do you think that let's try to compare, you know, some disease with that. So is cancer? No, cancer you have, you know,
multiplication you have.
Yeah. So maybe you are talking about, you know, Alzheimer,
degeneration,
Parkinson, and so on. This is this situation that the cell die.
Yeah.
So we are in this point. Okay. So and I have some. Yeah.
So in these situations, that
this is the typical disease of this. You know
what happens in these situations. So Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's, everything that, and very important, Nuno, Gibbs energy. Talk about that.
Yeah, Gibbs energy. Do you know Gibbs energy is a kind of energy that can control all of these exchange between, you know, oxidation and reduction. If you don't have, you know, enough Gibbs energy to control that, so these things happen.
We have
this
one
is
situation,
extreme. Yeah,
one extreme, and now let's see what happens on the other
side. So here, what we have is
the opposite.
As you can see, the value Rui didn't very well because she put in the membrane. You work in the membrane, but it's okay. So what happens now was now the cell is alkaline and outside is acidic, the environment. So we know that about minus 12 millivolts, we have mitosis. So mitosis is when the cells, multiply. And you know what is amazing is when you talk about, acidic environment, we're thinking about that is a poor environment. So
That's
you,
right.
you don't have, and this is the same that happens, for instance, Africa, poor countries. And the parents have a lot of children. Yeah. And now this is a kind of,
like a natural system, like
yes, intelligent, cellular intelligence, something, that to survive, because, the environment is very poor.
yeah, usually
And to survive, you need to have more children and more children for survive. Even you tell them that you don't have food, okay, you don't have water. So it's very hard that you to have one, it's hard to have two.
it's even harder. So what Nuno usually uses to explain this situation is that the environment inside the body is so poor, is so acidic, that the cellular intelligence is like, let's try to multiply, because if we are more cells, the chances to survive are bigger. And so we know what we have in these situations, right? You have cancer, you have a tumor, and it's not something from the outside. It's a mechanism.
Yeah, it's the way that our body
From our body. It's not to harm us. It's the way that it thinks. It's the environment is poor. Let's start to multiply, because the chances to survive are bigger.
When you do how do you say, injury?
Injury, yeah.
Yeah,
correct.
when you do that, what you have here, because your body need to close that and need to produce more cells to do that, because this is poor. This is not your
ideal environment.
So what you try to do is to
close it.
To close, and you do this. This is the mechanism that happens. You do for close an injury. And what is amazing is, and when we was young, bicycles and so on and so on.
Bike accidents.
Yeah. But this is the way that your body can recover. And when it's finished, the recover gives energy, tell the body it's okay.
You can stop now.
Yeah.
That's the difference between.
You don't stop it.
Yeah, the wound and the cancer situation is that here the body doesn't know that he can stop.
So let's do a
comparison between what is the healthy cell, and in a situation where the cell inside is acid, the environment outside is alkaline, and the opposite, inside alkaline and acid. So when people talk about that your body is acid, that is not good, usually what we think is where, right? Yeah. Because many times when people ask us, now let's shift to the pH of the water. Why the pH of the water? Why do you think that should be under 7?
But before of that, let me talk a little bit about, this concept, because I like very much. Look, basically, we have only two different diseases, okay? One is, as Rita said, the cell is acidic inside, and outside is alkaline, and the other one is the inverse. So you only have two. And you know what is amazing is hydrogen have two. So hydrogen can show us the both sides of your body. So in one side, hydrogen can show you the cancer, can show you the inside alkaline with electron, and also can show you, or can show us, the other side that you have one proton. So you have you know, the acidic inside the cell. So I love two, you know, yin and yang. Two is very important for me. And I think it's enough too, you know. There are people that want 3, 4, but 2, and because of that, you have, you know, a man and a woman
to generate life. Yeah.
generate life.
3 is a crowd. So
Yeah.
everything that this duality works
And this
better
is the way
in
that
nature.
universe did all this process, because if the sun is light, you know, and what you have in sun, more than 90% is hydrogen. So is the 2 is everything in our life is based on this idea. Maybe, you know, you have the night, you have the day, you know. Yeah, this is our balance.
Everything works.
And of course our disease cannot be different. You can call a lot of names, you can put a lot of, you know, disease in between, because you have the limits. The limit is this one and the other one. Okay, here I can call a lot of, you know, diabetes. I can, I don't know, put pain, I can anxiety, wherever in between. But you can, now you can start to understand that maybe, you know, anxiety is a little bit more oxidation. Okay, so you have more what? The cell, okay, is what you have in the cell. If your body is more, you know, with anxiety is energy, or it's okay. I don't like energy. I don't like energy.
We need to find a better name.
Yeah. Let's talk now about energy, and it's because you have oxidation. Okay, so if you start to thinking in this way, for me, it's more easy to understand, you know, the disease, the way that I can fight the disease. Okay, so yeah. So,
yeah, amazing. We know that Nuno always thinks about nature when he comes to look at concepts and develop any possible theory. Nature is very
makes sense for me. Yeah.
So this is the final one.
We have questions or not?
Let's see. I was thinking about makes perfect. No. So maybe we can start.
Oh, this is not good. Very, very good, because the people understand very well, or don't understand nothing. Okay.
Maybe I'm a little bit late on the chat, but I don't think. But I will check now and then. Nuno, do you want to change to the pH presentation?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the pH as a magnetic factor. So Nuno is looking for it. Yeah, that one. So let's talk a little bit about pH as the magnetic factor, and not how science thinks about pH.
Yeah, it's the same about the cell, you know. I found something, I want to explain, you know, long time ago, I tried to explain something, and was important for me to use, you know, the concept of pH, and was not possible for me to explain what I wanted to explain. And I say, oh my gosh, or I'm wrong, or the pH are wrong. So let me change the concept of pH, and after change, I can explain.
Okay.
So this is what makes sense for me, and it's very easy to maybe not today, but maybe in Miami, we can show you that why I'm thinking, and I say that this, you know, this view, this idea about the pH make more sense, and it can explain things that in another way you cannot explain. So okay, so look for, you know, everybody knows that, you know, we have a scale from 1 to 14, and at 7
we have the neutral.
Is a neutral. Okay, so from 1 to 7, we usually say that acidic, and from 7 to 14 is alkaline. Okay, so
everything. Oh, we have a question.
Oh my
But
gosh.
Continue.
Yes, yes, please. For the question.
Who has? How does this understanding of the cell impact what's possible in creating health solutions? Well, basically, with this understanding of cell, that's what served as a foundation to everything that Nuno creates. So all your products, even supplements, electrotherapy, hydrogen water, everything was based on this.
Yeah, and do you know what is amazing? And I think for me makes sense. I hope that also for you makes sense. If you understand this concept, you can look for, for the food with another arts, okay? So you can look for, an apple, I don't know, lemon, I don't know, anything. You can look in another way, say, okay, so this is what can do inside my body. Is, or increase electrons or decrease the electrons. And you can understand now you are doing reduction or oxidation. Yeah.
So the next question is why pH of water should be under 7, but maybe we continue with this because it's...
Okay, so yes, we have the answer for that. So my concept is, or my idea is, from 1 to 7, we call, the water, not the water, we call this acidic. And from 7 to 14, we say that is alkaline. So what I want that you think with me now, or follow me, is when the pH is until 7, up to 7, I would like that you think like this, okay? So we have this magnetic movement, okay? So
like this.
not more, don't think more about, acidic or alkaline. Think about that at this moment you can measure something that the flow is like this, okay? As the picture. And when it's alkaline, the flow is like that. Okay?
Mm-hmm. So as you can see, there's nothing about there's nothing about the pH that science explains.
This is the old-fashioned, This is the way that everybody talk about the pH. Look, what you have the pH. This is a classic view, okay? So you have a lot of hydrogens here. Yeah, there, sorry. And here, hydroxides. Okay, so this is what makes alkaline and acidic, okay? And this is, the classic concept that you have, that we learned, in the high school, in the school. And now what I want that you thinking about, can you put
bigger? Yeah, thank you.
Oh, so nice, so beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, so what you have here, thinking about, you have the concept, the spin up, okay? Because the spin is like this.
I need to shift.
Rui. Okay, so the spin is like this, and the other one is like this. Okay, you learn this in in the physics. Okay, so what you have, Rui, again, please. Okay, so what you have from 7 to 14 you have release of electrons. Okay, and from 1 to 7 you have absorption of electrons. Okay, so this is the inverse, yeah? Okay, so this is not, very precise values. This is only to have an idea, okay? So yeah, we are talking about protons. Do you remember protons? Protons, magnetic field, pH, yeah? Is the potential of what? Hydrogen, but we are talking about what? The protons of the hydrogen, okay? So what you have here, look, I need to have, a certainly kind of amounts of protons to have this magnetic power. Okay, so
Okay.
magnetic power is life. Okay, so
This is just for reference. So
yeah, only to have an idea. If I have 9, what means that you have 9? Do you remember? You lose the power, you know, you lose this power of magnetic field, you lose it. So with 9, you don't have more, you know, magnetic power. So it's not good. With 8, you have chronic disease, okay? Fatigue 7.4. And let me show something. This is you know, the magnetic field of, well, at least in the theory. This is, you know, and this is we
are here affected by,
and this should be
Disposed.
mine, because if I have, you know, if I have power, if I have if my pH is, you know, and up to 7, I have this movement of the field, okay? This movement, okay? And look now, if I don't have power, look my flow of the and now let me show you something again. What do you have an idea about that? Look, do you know I don't know, but Torah, okay, this is a sacred book. Also Bible tell us that you come from earth, yeah, and one day you become to the earth. So look, this is the magnetic field, and look, when you lose your magnetic power, you are in the same flow. So it's time to become again to the earth.
part
Yeah.
of the earth.
Part of the earth. Yes. And here it's because you need to hit now. Okay, it's to have energy, you know. Your energy is to be against this flow. So this is life. Okay. Okay, so let me try to explain the way that we achieve these values. So you have, you know, the extremes values of the pH of the blood, you know, the extremes. I'm not telling that is correct. This is the extremes. You don't have life there, okay? It's a 6 and 9.4. And healthy, you know, healthy people should have 7.35, 7.45. And the way that we can do the calculation was, okay, so amazing. We have 1 liter of water. So you know that in the pH 7, this is the amount of, you know, protons that you have. So do some calculations. You can achieve this value. Okay, this is the value. This is okay, this is theories, of course. This is the amount of the protons that you should have per millimeter
1 liter.
cubic.
Millimeters. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So pH 6 means that you have, let me show calculations. Take a picture. If they are wrong, let me know. Okay, so what you have here is, let me show you. Look, pH 6 is too much energy. It's a very, very strong magnetic field. So the people can feel someone, you know, anxiety, you know, panic and so on. He's someone that you arrive at a room and you can feel that one because it's so strong. Sometimes it's, oh, come on, I don't feel
well around you.
here with these kind of people. So it means that you have too much energy, and in the other side, if you don't have, so you don't have nothing. So you can find these people in the hospital. Yeah, because they don't have more, you know, vital magnetic energy. Okay, so again, in between. So this is some values that you can only to have an idea about, you know, 7.2, 7.8. Look the difference. Okay, you go what? Alkaline.
Yeah.
You go, yeah.
Yes.
So you lose what? You lose energy, of course. And you have more examples. So you can, you know, multiple sclerosis, and after the treatment, pregnant woman,
Cancer in the beginning.
Cancer and the final or terminal cancer. So as you can see, you lose what? Vital magnetic energy. Okay. And what is amazing is you can do it the same with the food. And now you can think in another way to the food. Look, 2.8. What means 2.8? Means that lemon have more magnetic vital energy than, for instance, a grape or a potato. Okay? So, and what means this? Now you can understand. Okay? And you can look for the food in another way.
Yes. So basically, if our natural tendency is to become part of the earth again, so to like shift our magnetic vital energy,
what kind of food you should
what kind of food you should eat to keep your vital magnetic energy. So that's why the natural foods that we can find, they all have this type of pH. Right.
Yeah, all foods have, because what is important when you eat, what is the reason to eat?
Maybe to keep this magnetic.
Against what?
Against the natural flow.
So you need to have the power to go against, and this is what is amazing with this is
these are the tools that nature gives us in order to compensate.
And now what is amazing is the people say, oh, alkaline food is good. I don't know. Better. I don't know alkaline food. Okay. Alkaline water is good. For me, don't make sense because of this, not because I don't like it, the concept or whatever. It's because of this. This is what makes sense. Look, our body can live with acidic. Don't understand alkaline. With acidic, can create alkaline, but with alkaline cannot create acidic.
Right.
So, I don't know, God, for me, gravity, sun, whatever, Buddha, I don't know, who made us made with these rules.
Yes.
Okay, so my body can understand the acidic. My body can deal with acidic, okay, but cannot understand the alkaline.
The alkaline. Right.
And because of that, the gate between outside and inside your body is acidic.
That's basically the explanation of why Nuno thinks that the water should be slightly alkaline. So 5, 6, under 7, basically. It's to keep this magnetic tendency, and also because there are a lot of things in your body, essentially your stomach, that show to us that the acidic water should be the right pH. And one of the things that we notice here is that when our patients, when they drink alkaline water, especially when they are older or they drink a lot of water for a long period of time, the digestion process starts to be compromised. And this is one of the first symptoms, is that they don't digest properly, they don't understand why. And from the moment that they shift, they change the water that they are drinking, everything starts to
so now we are talking, or we talk about, magnetic factor, protons. Okay, but let's take a look about, electrons. So when you want to, to know about electrons, you talk about RH2. Is the way that you can measure that. So it's very easy to understand. So from 1 is not from 1 to 14, it's from 1 to 42. And you have the neutral, like the 7 you have here is the 28. So what you have from 1 to up to 28, what you have is rich in the electrons. So you have what? Right. You can have what? Electric current, okay? Because you have electrons, okay? And from 28 to 42, you don't have electrons. So you don't have electric current, so you have less. Okay, so what I want to this is not precise, it's only to have an idea. Look, with 29, it's supposed that you don't have electrons. If you don't have electrons, you cannot have electric current. So if you don't have electric current, for me, we are alive, you know, because you have electric current inside us. So you don't have, of course, this is danger of that, of course. And 10 millions, you know, 21, we're thinking this is the perfect amount of electrons in your body, in your blood, we are talking in the blood, so that you can have electric current in your body, so the organs can work. But what I want to share with you is another way. So look, this is the same, you can see.
Same cases, but now talking about RH2 and not pH.
About electrons, okay? So you need to have electric current. As you can see, this, you know, in the beginning have more electric current than that one. It's inverse, okay? But what I want now to share with you is this. Okay, so amazing. Now you can explain me the lemon in your body, yeah? Means what? Lemon is 19. Means that lemon have what? A huge of electrons to give you. So what is this? This is why the people say, when I drink, oh, lemon is acidic, but becomes
alkaline inside.
Or is an alkalinizer, I don't know. How do you say? I don't know. Well, it's something that becomes more alkaline inside.
Yeah, I'm trying to think in English.
I don't know the word in English. I know, but I don't. I know. I don't know. Okay.
Carrie is saying it's alkaline forming. Thank you, Carrie.
Thanks. So now you can understand what lemon do inside you. Give you electrons. So what lemon is doing? Reduction. Yeah.
Yes.
So now you understand the food. I think so. It is concept, of course. So questions?
Okay. Nobody has questions.
Nobody have? Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's good or not. But
maybe you gave too much information. But basically, our main goal today was to show you more pH, but also RH2 is also important, because this is a concept that our last years were based on this. And one of the analyses that we do in our clients is measuring the pH, RH2, and resistivity of the fluids of the body. And with that, of course, through Nuno's concepts and vision of these parameters, we are able to see what's going on inside the body, and then what we can do, especially with hydrogen water, to change that. And really, these last years measuring thousands of patients, especially for me, was amazing to realize how you can gain control of your own health, how you can, not the regular analysis that you do, the blood analysis for the chemical perspective of the body, but from the electrical and magnetic perspective of the body. Everything that happens before all the chemical reactions. So it has been amazing, and especially how hydrogen water, even our studies show that more than 2,000 studies show the real effects of hydrogen water. It's really good to see how in our daily lives, hydrogen water can really affect this environment that we have inside us. And how important is to keep them in the right flow, correct, Nuno? Let's see if we have more questions. How to balance this if a person is sick? No, that's your specialty.
Wow. Well, it depends, you know, what kind of disease and what is the level, you know, do you remember the extremes? So where we are in what level? Okay. So, but our concept is always water, of course. Okay, is really important from his life, and I liked, focus always, in circulation and lymphatic system. And of course, for me, it's really important, the kidneys and lungs, because they are the pumps of the body. And this is my, my main focus when I start, to try to recover someone.
Okay. Oh, I lost the question.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe what about, do you have any questions about the electric field of the Earth and its resonance that supposedly changed to 11? I know this is a good topic for you. And what does that mean for the bottle, and what does it mean for us?
Rita.
No, talk about all the frequency of the Earth and all the changes now.
Rita.
People are here to listen.
Come on. No, help me.
People are talking about, you remember last, that last year, Schumann frequencies and the shift, and why you don't use Schumann frequencies and so on.
Yeah, it's dynamic,
Yeah, basically what was defined back then, it's not, you cannot apply from our today, right? So we have to think about the Earth and the universe as a dynamic balance, and how everything is changing all the time.
Yeah, definitely. I think, and I maybe some people can feel that it's different now. The frequency of the heart is different. So also, some news about that the magnetic field, are changing, and sometimes we need to change, the GPS chart. Yeah, this is dynamic.
Yeah. So last one, poor fluid balance in the body leading to increased fluid retention. Yeah, that's familiar to me. How can we balance this? Yeah, one of the main issues that I had, and one day I'm going to share photos before and after. Okay?
Okay.
So back in 2000, in Miami, come to Miami to see before and after of my legs. So back in 2017 when we met, I remember that Nuno's always told me, Rita, water, you should drink water. And I was like, no, I'm drinking 1.5 liters per day. So why is not working? I remember that Nuno said to me, Rita, you spent 25 years not drinking water, so don't expect that 1 year will solve all your problems. So the first thing that we, of course, did was to drink the right water, and also the right amount for you, that we need to take in consideration. And this is something that you also need to learn about you, is what is the right amount of water that I should drink, according to everything, your activity, your weight, the supplements that you take. So first thing was to find that. Actually, the first thing was to start drinking hydrogen water. The second one was to find the right amount and work on the kidneys. It was essential to me to start working with the pumps and also circulation and lymphatic of the body, but mainly on kidneys. We worked with amazing supplements that Nuno developed.
Yeah, and another thing that Rita said is really important. Our body is clever, and if our body react, to the anything that the law of action reaction. This is really important. But if your body goes on this direction, should be impossible to live. So our body need to understand that the kind of input is real, or is the input that keep on the time, and the body to find the reaction. If not, don't spend the energy of that. It's because of that, you know, the seasons, springtime, you know, summer, need to have 3 months. 3 is really important because the first one is the start, the second one is when you you feel, and the third you feel the
you know that the input is valid and it's here to stay.
yeah.
And
so the body works like in 3 hours or 3 months, you know, or 3 weeks. This is really important also, so you can check that, and you can see that in 3 hours your body change, you know, even when you sleep. Okay, and what is amazing is if you don't keep, you know, drink water, the body don't do nothing, because don't believe that you are drinking water. So you don't, we are kind of, you know, survive stage. And
Exactly.
okay, maybe tomorrow I don't have water.
The body needs to realize that is a new habit that you are
Yeah.
going to keep.
Yeah.
In order to create
after
reactions.
3 weeks, I don't know, 1 month or more, the body believe that is something that, okay, so I cannot be more, you know, not be careful, how do you say?
Cautious?
Como é que se diz? O corpo não está mais...
Nuno doesn't know even in Portuguese. So
Está mais preocupado.
he's not worried about getting...
Está preocupado também. Percebe a ideia? Ele não está preocupado já que falha aquilo. Não é preocupado.
Okay.
Okay.
Next time. Yeah, but basically, this when you have a new habit, a new input, you have to be...
So the body believe that the new input is
there to stay.
Yeah.
Is something that's
so you can change.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think, yeah, that's it. So basically
Thank you.
What we are thinking in bringing in these next calls is, of course, we all know about how hydrogen is amazing, but to bring you some concepts that we have in the clinic and how they are helpful in understanding the real effect of hydrogen water. So what concepts are behind this new tool for your health? How can we improve your bodies, your everything in your life? And because our main goal is that everybody can be independent by I saw the question, that good question, what is the right amount for each person? So our goal is that each one of you in 1 year will be able to know exactly what is the right amount for you, according to everything. When you learn how to listen to your body, you know immediately that you need to increase. Actually, we had 2 weeks ago, no, last week, guys, right? I made analysis to all of our team here to make sure that they are all and okay. And Anna, I told her, Anna, you look at your analysis, you need to increase the amount of water that you are drinking. And since then, she's drinking 2 liters per day every day, and she's like, I feel the difference now. And sometimes it's like half a liter, something like small, 1 glass more, 2 bottles, in this case, 2 bottles more. 2 Lumivita bottles that will make the big difference. So this is our main goal, is to create tools and educate you in order for you to be responsible and independent with your own health. So now we have another call in 1 minute. So we hope that you all stay there for that call. The link will be in our Instagram, right? Joanna is saying yes. So see you there. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.